What's up? It's your boy VT, and this is VTTV. I want to thank everybody that watched the first episode and tuned in and liked and subscribed and comment. We really appreciate it. Keep all that coming. We're trying to do it for the city and the state of Ohio, to put us on. So to the left, right of me is...
It's your girl, India. What's up, VT World? For those of you who didn't catch last episode, there's still time to just go scroll down. YouTube, you know how it works. Make sure you watch that, like it, and subscribe. Right now, we're around about 50 subscribers. Yeah, we can get that up a little bit. So make sure you're sharing it for us. And you can always email us at vttvohio if you want to be featured on the show. We have live performances. We want to promote your local business. This is all about you, Ohio. Stand up.
Last show, we had John Hughes. I hung out at his house.
Right.
He beat me in basketball.
Cleveland Browns.
Yeah,
NFL
Shout out to the
player.
Park Boys for editing that. I'm not as bad as they made it look. And we also had Desiderio. He graced the stage, so we appreciate that he came through. Make sure y'all still following Desiderio as well. This show, we have a treat for you. There's no interviews, all right? There's payback being done in the Taylor house. And so we're going to do that and bring my wife on, and I surprised her with a challenge. And also, Akron's own Fed Rocks from TB is the team. He's coming through. He's going to perform, and he's going to let us know what's going on in his life and his music and all that stuff.
Born and raised, Akron, Ohio.
Yeah. But first, we're going to do another segment in Real Talk.
All right, so, I don't know if you guys have been aware, but on social media there seems to be this phenomenon, and, it's becoming more and more accepted, it seems, both by the main piece, for lack of a better term, and the side chick, their roles. So, from a male's perspective, VT, what is a side chick?
A side chick is basically a chick that is on the side. She don't want to be the main chick, or sometimes she does want to be the main chick, and the guy keeps her on the side. The funny part is, and it makes it tough for women out there, is that nowadays women have decided to be okay with being the side chick. I know some friends that literally say, I'd rather be the one cheated with than the one cheated on. And I think that just makes it tough for women, good women out there, because even if you do everything right and everything, you still have a woman out there who is saying that you can go to all the family functions. I'm okay with you going to the Christmases with your family. I don't want to spend time with you. All I want to do is be the side chick. And I think that makes it difficult, for women.
I definitely agree. Now, but my thing is, do we think this is something actually new? Or is this always been around and just now with Facebook, Instagram, you can get caught up pretty quickly. And, there's all these opportunities for people to reconnect that really shouldn't be reconnecting. Right.
And I do think that, because back in the day, like the 80s and the 90s, there was no Facebook, there was no Instagram, there was no, social media. So I know for me personally, being married, that I can scroll down my Facebook feed and find twerking videos. I can find girls, half naked. So then it automatically gets your mind going if you're not in a good place with your relationship. So I think it's always been around. I just think social media has brought it to the forefront. And especially when you have all these women who are getting famous for, doing things and being side chicks. I don't know.
Obviously you can see I have a hard time with this segment because I'm one of those girls that still, have, that white picket fence, little fairy tale dream in my head. And, for me, I couldn't personally be satisfied with it, but I can objectively see, that it does have its place. If you don't want that relationship and, a man is willing to fulfill your other desires, then, what the heck?
I guess. I personally, it's funny because, with me doing a show and doing music and having children, I don't have time to have a side chick. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how people find time.
You don't want a side chick.
Well, not even, I don't want one, but I'm just saying, thank you for doing that. You heard that, honey? I don't want one. But I'm just saying, even if I wanted one, I would not have time to have one. Like, where do people have time to entertain another relationship? I feel like if you have time.
I think that's the thing about it is you're not really entertaining them. It's like, so I think it's literally, and excuse my language, ladies, don't want to, rile up any of the feminists, but literally you're thinking of yourself as a piece of meat. You got your dinner plate, you got your main dish right here, and then you got your side piece here, and it comes with every single meal. And you expect to have it, but there's no real preparation in that part of the dish. So
right. But I think it also goes back to relationships, though. I know, and my relationship isn't perfect by any means, but I will say I have fun with my wife. You know what I mean? So when it's time to hang out,
keep it fresh.
It's like, yo, if I want to go get a beer, I can call my wife and say, hey, let's go get a beer. Or so once all that love and stuff is cool and everything, but if you're having fun with your significant other, that's beyond the love realm, is like the friend realm. I think that makes your relationship stronger, and therefore, instead of calling side piece to go out and have a good time, I can go out and have a good time with my wife.
Right.
So I guess that's where it is. I don't understand how guys can spend time with their relationships and then have time for a side piece. But I guess you're right, because a side piece just want to
be on the
side piece.
I mean, and then other. Damn. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Cut! So let me ask you a question. Have you ever been, and I know you say you don't, believe in the side chick, but you understand. Have you ever been in a situation to where there was a guy and he was in a relationship with somebody and you said, you know what? I'm gonna see where this goes. I'm gonna hang around, even if he's not. Even if you guys aren't having sex, a side chick don't have to be sex. It can be just some girl on the side.
I will say this: in my younger days, I didn't have side chicks, side men, or whatever, but I did have what I would call the back burner.
Right.
And so that means you got your pop right here. No.
Was she a bop? Is you admitting that on VTTV?
Comment below. You know me, Akron. Never that. But like I was saying, you're cooking something on the stove. But you might have a dish back there warming up, and if something happens, but I could never, ever cross those lines, because to me, it's like, if you're willing to entertain me and you have a relationship, you're not going to respect me, and you're going to do the same thing to me. I mean, we're going to have down times too. Right. So for me, I can't do stuff like that. I mean, and that's where I think too, this day and age, morals, integrity, religion, like, it's lost its place, but those things help keep marriages together, and it helped keep people together through those hard times. I mean, I think if you don't have those commonalities, you're going to fall victim to the side chicks.
Right. Cut! So basically, I mean, just to wrap it up, definitely wrap it up if you got side chicks. But basically, just to finish the segment is what do you have to take from, like, do you have any suggestions or thoughts for our lady viewers out there, either side chicks or main chicks dealing with a side chick?
I mean, ladies, this is me, and there's a difference between a side chick and mistakes, okay? Everybody makes mistakes and subject to it from time to time. But if your man has consistently shown you that you're not his priority, you're not the main. I mean, to me, I think that it's disgusting on Facebook to hear people actually bragging about their status like that. No. Like I said, I can see a place for it, but I'm stretching here. I'm trying to give you a couple straws, but no.
Right.
I mean, come on, love yourself.
Yeah.
Wait for your prince. Kiss a few frogs.
Yeah.
I hope he won't turn into a prince.
No. Well, that's us here. This is our opinion.
I don't have a ring, so
she don't got a ring or whatever.
My opinion. He's married, so maybe he's the expert.
Turn up for the ring. Leave your comment. We want to know what you guys think. We really want interaction with the show. Leave a comment, even if you are. Yeah, we'll respond. Even if you are a side chick, tell us. I want to hear from a side chick and see what their thoughts are and everything is.
But we don't want to know who with, though. We don't want to know who with. We don't need all that drama on the show.
So, but anyway,
good TV.
All right, so for this next segment, I want to take it personal, okay? Because there's something that I need to handle that I didn't handle 5 years ago. Let me set the scene for you. I met my wife, over 5 years ago. Called her or texted her, I forgot which one it was, and I said, hey, let's go bowling. Let's do some bowling, So she said, of course, yes, let's go bowling. We get to bowling, and I'm showing her, I don't know nothing about bowling, but I want to seem like I do. It's our first date, trying to make a good first impression. And I'm showing her how to, put the finger in the ball, how to pick the right ball, and she's letting me do this, and I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm showing her how to bowl. I say, if you go right down the middle of the lane here, you can bowl a strike. You know what I'm saying? She's letting me teach her. First time she comes up, she bowls a strike. And I said, that must be beginner's luck. I'm like, all right, baby, good job. You know what I'm saying? Beginner's luck, shout out to her, So after the 6th straight strike in a row, I'm like, have you played this before? And she looked at me with a straight face and said, yes, I'm actually on the club team and I played for my school. I have my own bowling ball, my bowler shoes. She played me, y'all. She straight played me. She continued on to beat my butt while everybody else was watching all around the bowling alley. Well, guess what? Joke's on you now, baby, okay? Because I've been practicing. I've been out there. I've been on the lanes by myself, looking stupid, but I've been out there because I owe you a butt whooping. So, let me set the scene. I said, hey, baby, let's go out. Let's go out. We'll just start friends, have a couple's night, drop our daughter off at, your mother's house. Let's go have a couple's night. Tricked her. Going to get your butt whooped. So I want y'all to check out this new segment that I have known to call Brother Been Practicing. It's not a game. Matter of fact, I got my own referee.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, for the 5 in the room and the millions liking and subscribing on YouTube, you've heard of Mayweather, you've heard of Pacquiao. Well, now it's time for the Taylor game. Let's get ready for bowling!
Yes. Welcome. How you doing? Yeah. You know why we're here? Huh? No. All right. Remember when our first dates we came on? Right?
Yeah.
Well, I never got over that. So here on VTTV, we're gonna have a rematch. I've been doing a little practicing, so bring it. Boom. And I don't care enough about you being pregnant either. You and that baby about to take an L. It's go time. There's winners and there's winners. Strike out. That's what we do. Stop it. Get the turkey wherever she's and there's winning with style. I'm gonna win with style. You up. You up. Hurts, man. Hurts.
She's gonna roll 2 gunners each.
And the action.
Since my husband stuck his foot in his mouth and I whooped him in bowling, it inspired a new segment called Girls Rule, and it's so you can prank your significant other. If you want to email the show, we'll come out, we'll set it up, and get you rolling, and you can prank your significant other. Now, back to your regularly scheduled program.
I started from the flow up, keeping my head straight, not taking a no from no one. Show my city, even you can grow up and be successful despite what they told ya. See, I'm a soldier, so I won't budge. Back against the rope, I bob and weave until I get open. plant my feet and square up if you really want some. Saying I can't and thinking you right, I bet South Paul to show 'em. I'm highly favored, making it is a given. With God on my side, why go against it? I know that grinding and chasing your dreams can get a bit risky, but I'ma just about on faith, knowing that the ground will not be missing, cause the world is on the line. Every boy and girl alive who look at me for inspiration, and I refuse to let them down. See, I've been focused on my life, feel like I've been working 9 to 5. Man left to do except be great, so let me go into that light, because it's showtime. It's showtime. Showtime, showtime. You got yours? Well, I want mine. It's showtime. Showtime. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Showtime. Showtime. Tell 'em I ain't got no worries, cause I know that I'm next. It's showtime, showtime. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. It's showtime, showtime. Tell 'em I ain't got no worries, cause I know that I'm blessed. It's showtime, showtime. Yeah, tell 'em I ain't got no worries, cause I know that I'm next. Bed rocks. Tell 'em I ain't got no worries, cause I know that I'm blessed. Tell 'em I ain't got no worries, tell 'em I ain't got no worries. TB is the team, you know. Tell 'em I ain't got no worries, cause I know that I'm blessed.
VTTV, TV is the team. Rock with us.
Showtime, showtime.
Alright, this is your girl India. I'm standing here with Fed Rocks.
So with it.
He just got done performing for us, and first let me start by saying, I really respect your music. It's not,
thank you.
you don't hear a lot of conscious rappers really saying something. You're not really hiding behind a hook. There's no little extra stuff to it. It's just raw, real stuff. So I want you to walk us through a little bit of your writing process.
I mean, currently, I just kind of, I draw the majority of my music from an inspirational point. Any kind of emotion, any kind of scenario that I'm going through, any way that I'm feeling, my best way of expressing myself is to kind of talk about that. So whether I'm in a good, happy place, or I'm down, or I'm in love, or can't stand somebody, you know what I'm saying, I write about it. That's how I get it out.
So is your music really your stories, or are they just stories from other people, or is it your own imaginary world?
The majority is my story. I take inspiration from every place. So I know people who might have an interesting story that I'm not going through, but I'm like, damn, that's deep. So I'll take it from there as well. Or sometimes I just take a approach where it's a real life scenario, not necessarily something that anyone's going through, but something that somebody can potentially go through, like realistic stuff. So I just kind of go from there.
Right, now you've been around the Akron game for a while.
Word.
So what keeps you motivated and keep your heart in it?
Just the love for it. I'm not one of those artists who's kind of just doing it just because everybody else is doing it. Like I said before, this is how I express myself. You know what I'm saying? This is how I release. So just doing that, and then also having people tell me that some of the stuff that I create inspires them or help them get through a certain scenario, that's enough for me.
Right. So I hear you got some big things coming up.
Yeah, coming up, we're starting to hit that road. We got the Ohio Hip Hop Award Tour coming up. I guess when this airs, we'll be in Akron.
Okay. Akron, get your tickets. Where are we going to get our tickets?
Man, you can go right to the door. You can call me. You can go to fairrocks.com, tbsateen.com, hit us up, and they'll be there.
And I just want to ask you this because there's a lot of young artists who are hungry who are watching this, and I just want to know, how do you get to that level where you're on the Ohio Hip Hop Awards? That's big.
Yeah, it's just continually doing what you're doing. Get out there, make your face known, and have a following, and just be dedicated and being consistent. Just going out there and just, trying to expand outside of your area. You know, you're from Akron, get out of Akron and go. And that's how you build your fan base.
All right. Now, we here at VTTV, we all about family. So I heard you have a nice little family going on.
Yeah,
Shout them out.
Yo, shout out to Carter. Shout out to my wife Trey. I actually was gonna bring Carter, but he fell asleep, so that would have shut it down. My son would have got all the hits for you guys. But he's not available right now. But yeah, shout out to them.
All right. One last question before we send it back to the people. Yerp life.
Yes.
What's that?
Yerp life is the movement. It's the movement of all things positive. Yerp is just a positive connotation to it. If somebody says yerp, usually it's something positive. You're saying hello, yerp, or bye, yerp, or just like saying yes. So basically what it is just a movement of all things positive. Anything that you want to kind of associate it with, as long as it's positive, it's that positive life. As a matter of fact, I got something for you. You know what I'm saying? I want you to have your own little yerp life so you can represent the movement with us.
Yerp life? All right, you heard it here first. Yerp. You heard?
Yeah.
Anything you want to say to your city?
What's up?
I don't know what to say.
Cut!
All right, if you caught last episode, we want to take time on the show to salute people who are doing big, positive things in the community. So if you know anyone that fits that description, make sure you email the show. We would like to highlight them. This episode, we're going to salute my really good friend, my line sister even. We've been through good and bad times, Jasmine Britton. Jasmine Britton, she is a single mom, and when we hear so many, and I'm a single mom too, we hear so many negative stereotypes with that. We just want to take the time to say something to highlight this phenomenal woman. She just finished her master's in education and school counseling. She already accepted a position as a school counselor. She did all of this. It's a 3-year program. My girl did it in 2. She had like a 3.4 GPA, just crazy. And she did all this while holding down her fiance and her child with special needs. And we just want to say we salute you, Jasmine Britton, and if you see her around Akron, make sure you give her a big hug from VTTV.
Action.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy VT again. I want to shout out some clothing lines. I feel like in our area, we have so many local clothing lines that I want to be able to represent you guys on screen. So if you guys have any clothing lines, send them to us. We'll wear them. I appreciate it. I want to shout out my boy Paul Miller, legendary clothing line. It's the hat there, India rocking the shirt. We appreciate you. Follow him, like him. He has a good movement. He's out of Akron. Also out of Columbus, I want to shout out Where I'm From clothing line. I was at a Summit Mall in Akron, Fairlawn or whatever, and my boy Dylan H hooked me up with this shirt representing the hometown 330. Appreciate it. Bron, we in the finals right now. Also, I want to appreciate everybody and thank everybody that came out for my mother's liver walk. Thanks for sending your messages and coming out and wearing your shirts. We all look good out there. Thank you guys for that. Lastly, I want to shout out Zubs. Always got to shout out Zubs. There's one in Kent. There's one in Akron. Go there. They got the best subs. I promise you. You can write home about them. Check out Zubs. Tell them VT sent you. It's your boy VT again. Thanks for watching this episode. Remember to go back and watch the other episodes. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to us.
This is your girl, India. Good seeing you.
Yep, VTTV. Out. Boom. Cut! You got it silly.
Yeah.